weighs 2 pounds. I have 2 choices for you today, and then I have some color choices available. We have it available in the 64 gig or the 128 gig. It's called the Microsoft Surface Go 2. You've probably heard of it. Everybody that works here knows about it. We're all like, man, I'd love to get my hands on one of those beautiful computers when they come back. We're doing it with 12 months VIP. If you don't have an HSN credit card, because I know it's not a cheap tablet. This is top tier, okay? It may not be for everybody. This is for people that want the best, okay? This is the best of the best when it comes to tablets. You know, this and your iPads, right? That's the top tier. We're doing 12-month VIP. If you get the 64 gig for 12 months, it's about $55, $56 a month, okay? And if you go the 128, it's about $68 a month. So to me, for the extra 18 bucks or 12 bucks, whatever it is, you might want to go the more storage on board. But what does it do? It does everything. It does it all. And with 2 pounds, you can take it absolutely anywhere that you go. First of all, it's super sleek. It is super thin. It is extremely sharp. The quality of the imagery is unsurpassed. It is amazing. It is totally portable, as I said. 4 gigs of RAM built into this as well. You're gonna get Office. Let me turn the glare off that on you a little bit. How about right there? Is that okay right there? You're gonna get Microsoft Office 365 preloaded into this. You have Intel Pentium Gold. It's all Intel inside, okay? And you know Intel is the best, right? You have a 10.5 with inch, what they call pixel sense screen. The imagery is unbelievable on it, okay? It's all high definition. It's also touchscreen, right? So I can move it around, I can do whatever I want. It's a touchscreen. And I'm gonna lift it a little bit, so excuse the glare here, but it also comes with the coolest keyboard that I think is out there available on the marketplace. It has this velvet sort of a feel to it, a real tactile, a great feel for it that everybody absolutely loves. It is beautiful top to bottom. Dolby audio built in, 2-in-1 versatility, because remember I can remove it and use it just as a tablet if I want. You're gonna get the mobile mouse that goes along with it. This mobile mouse is $35. We're including the mobile mouse. Take it anywhere, totally wireless. You're gonna get that to go along with it. In addition to that, the keyboard itself is over $120. Okay, it's a $130 keyboard, and Office is $70. That's $235 of extras that are gonna be included. Let me go through the color keyboards that we have available, that we have left, okay? So, the front, which is really cool, is a slate blue. The middle is a brick red. It's called red, but this is the one I want. I want the brick red. And then finally we have the platinum, which is just a deep silver in the back, okay? This is just to show you it without the keyboard, because you can use it without the keyboard as well. It has a little kickstand on the back, so it's ideal for when we're traveling, when you are getting on airplanes or buses or whatever. You're gonna love it for that as well. But honestly, virus-free, finally, I will say that, because it's Windows 10 and S mode. You never have to worry about antivirus with this. To me, that is huge. The reason I bought my MacBook computer 6 years ago was because I never had to deal with antivirus. That was the big thing for me. I was willing to spend money on that. Be willing to spend money on that as well, because you don't have to deal with that separately. You're not gonna have your computer slowing down as much. You're not gonna deal with all that other crud that you deal with all the other spyware and malware and Trojans, all that stuff. You never have to deal with that. Joe Harrison is back. There are more features that I just didn't get to, but poor Joe's standing by and he's like, hey, am I part of this presentation or what? Here's
exactly.
Joe. Well, Joe, you gotta admit, this is, and you know, you haven't been here in a while because of all our distancing, but you know that this is what the hosts want. Like all the hosts are like, oh my gosh, that tablet it's a rock star. It really is cool.
It really is. When I first we're a Surface family. I have one. My daughter has a Surface. When I first bought my Surface just a few years ago, it was $1,500, and this one is half the price and more powerful than that. It's incredible. And the reason why this was something for me, and you've seen me here at HSN for over a decade selling computers, I personally own a Surface. This is what I chose for me, chose for my daughter, because when you're looking for a better experience, Microsoft, the hands down, does it better than anybody else. And the reason why, Microsoft makes the software, Windows 10. When you buy another brand computer, they're kind of guessing what they have to do to be able to make that software shine. Well, since Microsoft made the software, they know what hardware they need to give you the best Windows 10 experience. That's when they came out with the Surface. So you will be blown away the first time you pick it up. See how thin it is, see how responsive it is. Yeah. It's got that beautiful touch screen on there. And like Guy mentioned, this is a brand new Pixel Sense screen. I'm gonna go full screen on mine just for a second. I can't talk enough about how sharp that resolution is on that screen, because not only is it better than DVD quality? It's better than 720p. It's better than 1080. This is the best resolution we've ever had on a Surface screen before. And by the way, this brand new Surface 2 Go just launched a couple days ago, sold out in so many places, on wait lists in a lot of places as well. You're getting the first chance to get it. But when you go elsewhere to buy the Surface, this is all you get. You just get the Surface. You're thinking, well, what a type? Sure, you can get a keyboard. That is going to be another $130. By the way, there's special magnets that are on the top. So you just match this up, and then it links together, and it's ready to be used as a full functioning computer. And by the way, this guy keeps talking about the soft touch feel. Guy, did you know that this is the same material they make Lamborghini car seats out of? It is incredible, the detail. And it also has Guy's favorite feature. It's tough to see on mine. Maybe you might be able to see it on Guy's. There's a button that's above the one that turns the backlit keyboard on and off. So this is even, when see how thin it is? That is still even a backlit keyboard. When you fold it up, your computer is less than the thickness of a pencil. It is that thin, weighing less than 2 pounds. Now, you do see a couple of ports on the side. There's a headphone jack, a USB port. That's where you charge it down below. Has its own little built-in kickstand, too, so you get the perfect positioning for it. Even underneath on the backside, there's an expansion slot if you want to add more memory to it. And the entire unit itself, like this, we talked about that keyboard, Lamborghini car seat material. The aluminum, the metals that are used around here are actually the same materials they make high-speed racing cars out of, too. It is incredible. We're also going to give you a Bluetooth mouse that comes with it. It's Bluetooth, so you don't have to worry about being within proximity. Very responsive there. And then another major reason why we bought the Surface for me and for my daughter, it comes with Microsoft Office. And this isn't just a trial version. This is every single program Microsoft has created. It's Word, it's Excel, it's Outlook, it's OneNote, it's Publisher, it's Access. And if you notice on the bottom of that graphic to my side there, it says access to one computer, which is your device right here today, brand new Surface. And then it says access to another device, and then another device. 3 devices can be used. So how is this possible? Well, Microsoft realized we want to create a system that all the software can go with you. So right now, if I'm using my Surface and I'm typing up a document, but say maybe I'm on the road, you're like, oh, I want to pull up that document. I can pull up Office on my phone, see the document I typed on my Microsoft Surface, or if I log into another computer, a desktop at work, I can see those documents that I created on my Microsoft Surface. So it actually allows up to 3 different devices have access to Microsoft Office. But when you notice that, I was just flipping through photos, going from one to the next. The cool thing about having this is that on the inside, I have an Intel Pentium processor, Intel Pentium Gold, one of the newest generations that just came out from Intel. So why is this such a big deal compared to the other ones? Well, previous generations, Intel used to say, let's just make the processor faster. They tried to figure out a way to do that. Now they're actually making it smarter, because what we're doing with our computers is changing. We're now getting online and streaming Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus. We're editing videos and editing photos, and we want to be able to make our own websites and all these new things that we probably never thought about doing 5 years ago. So they created a better processor for that. Because what would happen if they just increased the speed, you'd have a super short battery life. But Guy, because this is a smarter processor from Intel, this doesn't have a 2, not a 4, not a 6, not an 8, but a 10-hour battery life. Yes, this is a full functioning computer that now has a 10-hour battery life. It is everything you wanted, Guy, even more. And when you fold it up, that's all there is to it. 2 pounds, pencil thin, truly designed to be on the go.
Joe, did you say it had a backlit keyboard?
It has a backlit keyboard too.
I
feel like
that's
that
so
was
funny.
just for you.
I just realized that. You know, I saw it yesterday, but I didn't have the computer on, and I looked to the side, and I'm like, there's lights under the. Can you imagine a portable keyboard that's backlit? I mean, that is a big. That's why I'm like, oh, because now that put it over the edge for me to have to purchase it myself, because I'm ready for one. My MacBook is about 6 or 7 years old, and to be honest, this size I love. I love the 10-inch because it makes it so perfectly portable. That and the fact that you got a 10-hour battery life. What computer on the market that's just a regular PC, even the Macs, has a 10-hour battery? Doesn't happen, right? This is the way to do it, because even if you go into iPads and things like that, when you include keyboard, you're not talking about that huge battery life, and you're getting it here. I have good news is that we do have enough for everybody now. Bad news is if you want to get what's the combination with the red keyboard, Andre? I only have 23 of the red remaining.
Ooh,
that's how
I love that one.
I know, that's the one in the 64 gig. I only have 24 available. So if you want that, it's only $669. Again, you can use FlexPay. If you don't know what, or VIP FlexPay, if you don't know what that is, if you get an 8-cent credit card today, first of all, you get 10 bucks off if you never use your card before. But also it allows you to take the payments and stretch them over a year's period. Because the normal FlexPay what is the normal FlexPay, like 3 flex on this? So you can stretch it out over a year, meaning that you will only pay about the price of a tank of gas, about 56 bucks. For the 64 gig, it's 68. It's only $12 more a month to get double the storage. So that might be a consideration. It really depends on where you're at and what you're gonna use it for. A lot of people will buy this because they just want the slickest, coolest computer of all time to travel with and to use at home, because you'll do both. A lot of people will be using this for work or for home organization. So they love having Office, which has all your budgeting and all your, all the different programs that are part of Office. You have that built in. But it's totally up to you. But if you want that red, you got to get on it pretty quickly. So here's the bottom line on this. And I said this earlier, Joe. I said, hey, listen, this computer may not be for everybody. If you want the best, then this one is for you. If you want top of the line, if you just want a little computer that just does the basics, we have those available too, because we realize people are at every different price point across the board. But if you're looking for top tier, like iPads and whatever, this is where it goes. And I love the fact, Joe, that I don't ever have to worry about virus protection, because I think you might have heard me in the beginning. One of the biggest reasons, two biggest reasons, believe it or not, I know they seem relatively shallow, but the two biggest reasons that I got a Mac in the beginning was because at the time, Mac was the only non-virus computer out there. And I was just, I remember bringing my computer to the Fix Me guys, whatever. Not the Fix Me guys, I shouldn't call them, because Fix Me Stick was not around back then. I wish I had a Fix Me, but I brought it to the geek guys, right? It was $150. They did a good job. They cleaned out the computer, but it was because you go on one site, you don't know where, and nowadays you don't even know what sites to trust, and then you're gonna be down. With this one, you don't have to worry about viruses, so that was the one reason I bought it. And the other reason, Backlit Keyboard, because I do a lot of work in the evening at my couch, and I don't want to have to turn all the lights on, if other people are watching a movie or if Danny's there and he's doing something. So I love that the keys light up a little bit so that I can see the keys even in a dimly lit area. So and this has both of those, but it's got so much more, because I didn't get Office. Right, I didn't get that with my computer. I didn't get that. I didn't get a 10-hour battery life. You get all that with this. Yep.
Well, that's the great thing about it. It truly is one of the most versatile computers we've ever had. I keep going back to my daughter. As a parent, you think about, what am I buying for myself? But then you think about, what are you giving your kids? And this is what we chose for her, because she's in middle school and she's doing a lot of things. Like, our house has now become school. And our house has now become where I work, just because of what's going on. And you want to have a system that's good enough for that. Like right now, she's doing a lot. My daughter's doing a lot of Microsoft Teams and a lot of streaming on here. Our kids are doing some pretty intense things. She's just in middle school. But having a device like this with that 10-hour battery makes it a big deal. It's one of the major reasons why we bought it, because when you end up plugging this into the wall, and you have to keep it plugged in because you only get a 2-hour battery, you just lost the idea of this thing being mobile, because you're constantly plugged into a wall. Think about 10 hours. If you wake up at 8 a.m. the first time you turn your computer on, you could actually be using it nonstop until 4 p.m. that entire day, and the battery's still going to be going strong. That's one of the major reasons why we love this thing, because it does have that super long battery life. It also has the best of both worlds. It's a computer when you want it, with included Microsoft keyboard, or you separate it, and now it's a tablet. And when you think about a tablet, you think about, okay, these are different operating systems. I've never used these operating systems. These are unfamiliar buttons. Notice the start menus here. You're getting a Windows computer, a Windows tablet. And when you end up using it, let me get out of this just for a second. When you end up bringing up the start menu, this is so familiar. If you've ever used a computer before, you're going to be able to recognize all the different icons. Like if you need to use Microsoft Office, if you need to, where's my email, where's Netflix, all that stuff is so familiar because we've used a computer before. So there's no learning curve. But because this is Windows 10 in S mode, like Guy mentioned, if you go buy an Apple product, they have the App Store. If you buy a Google product, they have the Play Store. That's where you download all your apps. Well, if you buy Microsoft and Microsoft product, it has the Windows Store, the Microsoft Store. It has 700,000 apps and games and movies and books and magazines. So where am I going with this one? Well, because this is Windows 10 in S mode, Microsoft has checked every one of these apps. The only way you can download an app is through the App Store. And the problem you run into is that a lot of times you download a virus with it. Well, Microsoft has checked every one of these 700,000 apps and games and movies and books. So you don't have to worry about downloading viruses. You don't have to worry about downloading Trojans and trackers and all this stuff that will slow down your system over time or even steal your identity. That is now a thing of the past because Microsoft has set up a secure network for you to do this. And by the way, only about 10% of computers are sold with Windows 10 in S mode. This is one of them because they realize it's such an important thing to do.
Yeah.
The other thing about having that is that normally when you get a Windows tablet, by the way, because you're Windows 10 in S mode, you can use this as a tablet and also as a full function computer, but it really brings the security that you want. And you think about, if you're giving this to your kids, they're getting on websites, sometimes they're pop-up ads, you click on things, you download them, that you don't have to worry about at all. And it does always stay up to date in the background. Truly safety, truly security, and it's also about giving you that speed. Love, love, love having Windows 10 and S mode.
Yeah, especially, now, as we said, we're spending a lot of time at home. We, obviously you've heard that 1,000 billion times, and it's the truth. It is what it is. But a lot of people are now cherishing their computers. They're like, because your computer, is your portal to the world right now, right? It's how you're ordering your pizzas. It's how you're buying your groceries. It's how you're, traveling in your mind. It's all those things. So it makes sense to spend a little money on the device. In the other days, it would be like your car, right? Well, this is the car you're driving right now, right? It's your virtual car. It's taking you everywhere. Don't buy a cheap car. Unless you're not going anywhere. Which, like I said in the beginning, this may not be for everybody. If you're not going that many places, if you got limited, maybe you're like, I don't want to spend over $500 on a computer. Don't do it. We've got other ones you can purchase. What I'm saying is, this one's up here. So for those of you that strive for the best, and those of you that want a really 100% awesome experience, this is the way to go. This, and we have iPads too. They're both wonderful experiences. But for me, getting Office, getting the backlit keys, getting a keyboard. You buy some tablets, you don't even get a keyboard. But being able to take the tablet away, in fact, if you remove the keyboard, you're at 1.2 pounds. You can stick that in a backpack, stick that in a briefcase. You can stick that anywhere in your handbag. This one's only 10 inches. You can take it anywhere. But 10 inches is still big enough that when you're watching a movie, you'll still get that movie experience. So the reason, like I said, we're all looking at it here, and a lot of people own it here. A lot of the hosts own it already. I'm right here ready to pull the trigger on it because my Mac is 6 years old, and I don't want to spend another $1,300 on a Mac. I know it's top tier as far as computers are, but that's a lot of money right now. And I have to pay it all at once. The nice thing about here, and I'm gonna yell at the people right now that don't have an HSN card. No, I won't yell at you. I'm just gonna give you I'm gonna give you a little grief. Why don't you have an HSN credit card? If you're watching this show, you should have an HSN credit card because there's no fees or anything. You just get great deals. First of all, we're gonna give you $10 right out of the gate. Here's a $10 bill just for joining. Put that in your account, which means this will be even cheaper. But the best part is that you get a lot of VIP treatment that's VIP only, special financing. Sometimes when we do a free shipping if you spend a certain amount of money. I think we're doing one now, right, Andre? Is it $75? Yeah. Yeah, $75, you get free shipping and handling on fashion and accessories. But in this case, it takes the 3-month payment and it turns it into 12 months. So if you want that red one, the 64 gig red one, 18 left, $56 a month for 12 months. There's no interest, there's no finance fee, there's none of that stuff. Just pay it off on time, pay it off in 12 months, all right? And that's all you have to do, then you're done. Then you can get as many things as you want. Based on your credit, you can get as much as you want. And you pay monthly payments, right? I mean, I wouldn't expect you to go buy a car and pay for it all at once. I sure as heck wouldn't expect you to buy a house and be like, sorry, you gotta pay it all at once. I mean, it's crazy. So, you know, because things with value are more expensive, and it just makes life a little bit easier if you don't have to shell out all that dough. We'll finance it for you, but as opposed to your home or your car, where they also tack in finance charge, so you wind up paying about 30% more, in many cases even up to 50% more than what the purchase price was. That's not gonna happen. We pay it off in a year. Every once in a while we'll do 18 months, but we also feel it's better for our customers to pay it off in a year. You don't want to be taking, riding this thing out forever. It's a really good deal. So I will keep updating you on the 64 gig with the red keyboard, because we had 18 available. Andre will let me know when we get down to the wire. But if you want to order it, I love all the colors, because I love that kind of matte, cool finish. Joe said this is the same material as the type of material that they put on the inside of what? Lamborghinis? Is that what you said?
Lamborghini car seats, guys.
Joe, I'll never drive a Lamborghini, but I can certainly feel what it feels like when I buy that. It really is. It's amazing. It's a real tactile soft. It feels kind of peachy, you know what I mean? It's like a velvet feel. And Joe, talk to me about that mouse. I've never seen the mobile mouse before, but this thing is kicked up, right?
Well, a lot of us have asked, can I hook a mouse to this? And this is actually a Bluetooth mouse. A lot of times when you have a mouse, you have a USB, plug it in the cable, you gotta, right. And this, it's Bluetooth, so it connects right here, so I can use this Bluetooth mouse right with it. Batteries are already included. It'll instantly sync up with your Surface, so we're gonna give you that. We're also gonna give you that keyboard, $130 for that, and we also give you Microsoft Office, another $70 value. But there's still even more things. We talk about this premium experience. Why does the keyboard have that soft touch feel? It's all premium materials. Even the screen itself, this is made out of Corning Gorilla Glass. This is the 3rd generation of Corning Gorilla Glass. So if you're giving this to your kids, you're throwing this in a backpack. Have you ever got a scratch on your cell phone? You're like, oh no, I ruined that cell phone. You can't. There's no damage that can be done to this because it's that Corning Gorilla Glass. It's extremely durable. Oops, I started the movie there. Let me get the movie for a second. Now, when you are watching movies, I want to bring this up too. You can't see it because it's impossible. But right here on the edge, it's etched glass on one side, etched glass on the other side. That's Dolby stereo sound. So now not only watching on one of the best screens we've had, now we've got Dolby stereo sound that's included with it too. An incredible experience, especially when you think about this has a 10-hour battery life. Now eventually we're going to get out and be on the go again. I love this because it has Microsoft has a special deal with Netflix. You can download Netflix movies at your house. Then when you're on the go, you can watch your Netflix movies right here. So the great thing is I would download a movie, go sit in car line for 45 minutes, and I'm watching my movie on my Surface with that incredible experience. So right now I'm using it as truly entertainment. But what if I need to do a little bit of work? I'm going to bring up my windows that I have right there. I've got Microsoft Office. So do you need to get some Word done? No problem. I've got Microsoft Excel. I can do that on this system too. If I want to be able to surf online, I can bring up the internet and I can do all that stuff with Pinch and Zoom that I'm used to doing on those tablets that I've seen from other devices. But this is beyond just a tablet. This truly is a full function computer, because when you think about Microsoft Office, you're getting Word, Excel, Outlook, OneNote, the entire gamut of programs. And then as you're seeing this, thinking, well, where do I have the keyboard? Keyboard comes with it. This is how simple it is to be able to turn this from a tablet to a computer. All I do is attach the magnets. That's it. And now it's ready to be used as a full function computer. I don't have to push any buttons. I don't have to sync anything. And by the way, even the magnets are so strong, you can hang this thing upside down. Everything on here is that premium experience. And then I want to show you one more thing. I'm going to go to my video game that I've got, because I've got a video game that I had running too. If you're a gamer, if your kids are gamers, if you want to have just a better overall experience, gaming is one of the most difficult things a computer will do. But this has an Intel ultra high definition video card built into it. Everything that pops up on the screen is controlled by the video card. Doesn't matter if it's a photo, a website, or something as intense as a video game. On my game right now, no hourglass, no hesitation, no delay, smooth, crystal clear
Look at that.
gameplay that you're having. And that's because when you think about how we started this, it's Intel on the inside, that Intel Pentium Gold. It's that advanced processor with now an